Okay, welcome again to Let's Talk Science with Pastor Dan. There are two concepts, one today and one tomorrow, that I really feel I needed to talk about. And one is a major issue in this world. I titled this Two Men, Same Sin, Different Consequences. I'm referring to both Joseph and David, but I could also talk about Joseph and Judah, the brothers, or I could talk about any of us, because sexual sin is a problem that befalls a lot of people, especially in this day and age, when it's very easy to look at things we shouldn't be looking at on the internet. But God calls us to a higher standard. He says that we're to not gaze on anything lustfully. And when we look at the story of David, David was a man after God's own heart. David was a man that loved God with all his heart. And when he got himself in trouble because he wasn't where he's supposed to be, Scripture tells us in Kings that when it was a time for kings to go to war, David stayed behind. That wasn't where he was supposed to be. He's supposed to be with his men. And he happened to notice Bathsheba, and he looked just a little bit too long. When he did that, sin entered his heart, and he fell into adultery. And then, of course, murder and a whole lot of other things from there. Joseph is the better example of what we're supposed to do. Potiphar's wife saw him, wanted him, and tried to seduce him. But he did what we need to do in this culture when sexual sin is tempting us. He ran. We need to be as far away from that sin as possible. God ordained the relationship of sex as a good thing for marriage, and for marriage alone, for one man, one woman, forever. That's the way it's supposed to be. When we play at it, when we try to see how close to the fire we get burned. And that's what happened to David. And the world would say that's what happened to Joseph. But God, seeing Joseph's faithfulness, honored him and gave him position highest in Egypt besides Pharaoh. So if there's videos, movies we should be watching, run from them. If there's people that are tempting us, run from them. Stay as far away as possible. And I'm going to tell you, having married for almost 30 years now, the best relationship you can have is with that one that God has for you, and be dedicated to him or her forever as a way of showing God's love for her, to him, and for him. All right. Hopefully not too bad. Take care. God bless.